Greetings, sunshines and sunnies. It is I, Queen J Lotus Pimp Sunkiss, coming at y'all right quick, right fast, with some quick little cute little career and finance messages for water signs, that be Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. And without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into. So the first card that we have here is your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Now I'm hearing that if you have any earth signs, particularly Taurus, in your birth chart, it is imperative that you go out of your way to find out where exactly they are placed as it concerns planets as well as houses and the numerical elements of it, because that's going to help you gain some greater understanding. Well, I would say clarity as it concerns your purpose and your strengths and weaknesses, because some of you may feel like you just kind of flailing through the wind, kind of all over the place, like you doing stuff, you know you're doing right, you just not exactly sure what you're doing, or you at least keep hearing that you're on the right track, but you don't understand how you're on the right track because you can't quite see clearly. And for others of you, it's simply stated, your dreams need a practical plan. So definitely dream big, but also don't get too big for your britches and think that you just need to keep doing everything off the cuff. Keep vision boarding, keep outlining and blueprinting and all of that. Keep making those plans and like materializing them creatively and on paper, like I said, on boards, things of that nature, audio, notes and stuff like that. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. And for those of you that, you know, are keeping that habit going, Spirit is saying that you have your practical plan and just make sure that you stick with it. Okay? Because what's the next card, honey? Your commitment is being tested. And so some of y'all probably feel like y'all being put through the ringer. Like as soon as you get one thing done, something else pops up. As soon as you get one thing fixed, it seems like something else break. You get in one place and get comfortable, and then you got to move to the next. Spirit is saying your commitment is being tested. And this is not necessarily as it concerns, like for some of you, it may be at a new job. For some of you, it may be in a new career, a decision that you just made, something materialistic. But for many of you, it seems more so to do with your morals and values, certain senses that you're trying to fulfill and feel, like peace and happiness and love and just like comfortability with yourself, stability with yourself. Because I definitely keep feeling like many of you have struggled with moving from one place to the next constantly. Like you ain't had really a whole lot of time of staying in one home for a long period of time. And even if you did stay there, you probably didn't stay in the same room for a long period of time, just constantly shifting and being shifted everywhere and all the time, seemingly to make other people comfortable all the time. It seems like many of you have had a lifetime of constantly having to shift and move and shrink and all of this and that to make other people comfortable, bending yourselves into pretzels, overworking yourselves, this, that, and a third, simply to make shit easier for other people. Being surrounded by people that always want you to bend yourself in a pretzel to make shit easier for other people. And that's a part of the commitment that's being tested. You want out of that. You want out of that functionality of always feeling like it's your responsibility to make other people comfortable. So your commitment to finding comfort with yourself and pouring into yourself and prioritizing yourself is being tested. Your commitment to yourself. And I'm gonna go ahead and let this segue us into the third card, which says make better choices. Now it came out in reverse. Let me be specific. It says make better fucking choices. Okay, we're gonna quote it right. But it came out in reverse here. And this is following up from your commitment is being tested, because this is Spirit giving you like a pat on the back and more reassurance that you're on the right track. For many of you, you've been so deep into the habit and it's been so normalized for you to have to shift and move and shrink and all of this to make other people comfortable that you have an attachment to it. And so some of the decisions that you've been making for yourself to better yourself, to get what it is that you want and need, you've been feeling kind of guilty about it. Something in you has not been allowing you to really do that in peace. And some part of that that's within you could be an echo of someone else's voice in your mind. It could be just, you know, your spirit uncomfortable because it's out of its quote unquote normal habitat. And that could also be manifesting people coming at you, trying to attack you for changing your habits, for moving, for making new decisions, for quitting your job, for starting whatever it is the new thing is that you started. People trying to penalize and criticize and demonize you for choosing yourself and doing what you feel like is best for you. And it seems as though that's gone on in your life for so long that a part of you now does it to yourself. And in a way, for some of you, that starts to cause you to like attract more of that energy from other people. So for a lot of you, you're having to commit to yourself even further by changing the narrative in your head, making a conscious effort to change the voices in your head. Oh, the song by Pink, which she literally says that in the song, change the voices in your head, make them like you instead. Fucking Perfect. That's the name of that song. Fucking Perfect by Pink. So yeah, y'all are having to get to a place of being unapologetic about popping your shit, being unapologetic about changing your life and changing your habits and changing the people that you hang around. And for a lot of you, you're having to learn ways to defend yourself without compromising your karma, because many of you may be stuck in a habit of avoiding conflict altogether because you're afraid of going too far. And Spirit is saying it's time after that, because that's also a part of what's been attracting people that want to attack you. They're taking your avoidance for weakness. So I ain't gonna lie, some of y'all are gonna have to start cussing some folks the fuck out. Some of y'all are gonna have to start taking legal action. Some of y'all are going to have to start exposing people. And with that, definitely make sure that you're tapping in with your higher self to see what of those, different defense mechanisms that will be best for you, because Spirit did say defending yourself without compromising your karma. Okay, so if you want clarity from me, you can hit me up, get a direct reading, and I can experience, what exactly would be best for you. You can do your own meditation. You can tap in with your own spiritual advisor, whatever, what have you. But definitely gear up and strap up. Keep committing to the decisions that you've been making for yourself. But I am literally seeing that for some of you, or a lot of you, people have been playing on your top. People have really been poking the bear. And it's time for you to go ahead and let that bear wake up and take some heads off. Respectfully. Because for some of you, I'm saying that this has been going on for a while, blatantly. Like for some of you, people have been saying shit straight in your face that's just straight up disrespectful. People been jumping up at you, like literally coming at you like they want to fight. And you just been turning the other cheek, avoiding the conflict, avoiding the conflict, avoiding the conflict. For some of you, people have been attacking you on social media, posting things about you, lying on you to other people, throwing dirt on your name, trying to fuck up your reputation. And you've been just ignoring it. Trying to stay focused on what you're trying to do, trying to keep your eye on the prize, trying not to bite back and this and that, trying to avoid conflict. And for some of you, it's been on the fly. People been, saying slick shit, doing stuff behind your back. Some of you got friends, quote unquote, in your circle that's been reporting your post. That's been talking shit to other people about the things that you post. For some of you, you got people sending negative energy to you. Like literally, they are either spiritual workers or they work with spiritual workers, and they have been sending you evil eye energy and trying to do dark magic on you on some shit. And it's about to get louder because it's divinely designed, as Spirit is saying, for y'all to fight back. Because the people that have been coming at you, they need to be exposed. They need to be dealt with. Some of them need to be locked up. And you are a major factor in that. So again, make sure you do your prayers, your meditation, tap in with your spiritual advisor. You can tap in with me, whatever, what have you, and figure out what's the best method of defense for you and your situation so that you can fight back and defend yourself without compromising your karma. But Spirit is saying, y'all gonna have to accept the fact that you finna have to fight back one way or another. You finna have to knock some folks on their ass. And with the coloration of the cards that we got going on here, we got some green with some hues of pink. So that is heart chakra energy, also etheric heart chakra energy. So love, self-love, relationship. Make sure you're doing the work that you need to do there. Continue to do the work that you've been doing there. We also have some blue going on here. So there's truths, acknowledging truths, communication, using your voice. Again, cuss them folks out. If it comes to you, that's what you need to do now. So yeah, throat chakra. Also, certain hues of this is giving indigo, so that's third eye chakra. Make sure you're tapping into that sense of discernment, decalcifying your pineal gland. And we also have red here, which is giving root chakra, protection. Because many of you are doing very well on the manifestive aspect and the materialism, and money aspect. But the protection frequency needs to heighten. And for many of you, that's also concerning as it concerns yourself. Protecting yourself from other people and also protecting yourself from the lesser parts of yourself. And that doesn't mean fearing yourself. In fact, some of you are having to learn how not to fear yourself. Because if you're avoiding conflict because you're afraid of how far you may go, that's a part of fearing yourself. Okay? So, okay, you catching my drift? You're catching my drift, all right? So yeah, protection. And the more you get better at protecting yourself and having a better understanding of how it's best for you to protect yourself and defend yourself, the more you're going to trust yourself. And the more you will attract more trustworthy people and trustworthy circumstances. So I hope all that made sense, honey. And with all that being said, child, if I do say so myself, honey, I have milked this cow dry. And I'm thoroughly appreciative for the exchange of vibes. And if you're feeling synchronized, please do me a divine design and like, share, and subscribe so that you can be one of the first to be back through these queenly quarters for the next time. And be sure to bless my comment section with your questions and conversations. And as always, I bid you in all ways light, love, healing, and liberation. Emphasis on liberation. Mwah.